Here is a good example of nature journalers in their natural environment, and we were supposed to walk a little bit further from there, and we got stuck here looking at these plant flowers. So Mark, tell me what do you like about nature journaling meetups in person?
I'm gonna say it's the parallax. That you're there with a bunch of other people, you're all kind of in the same environment, seeing often the same things, or like focusing on the same events, or look at this weed and everybody's looking at the weed, but everybody documents it in a different way. So it's like if you're journaling by yourself, it's like, oh, I'm deepening my experience of this thing and this time and this place. But if you're doing it with 10 friends, you're experiencing it with 10 pairs of eyes and 10 brains and 10 pairs of ears and 10 noses. So you're bringing this whole multi-sensory experience. The share out is my favorite part, because it's like you're going back and you're reliving it, but with new senses and new perceptions you didn't have when it was just your own head.
So can you show me some of your pages that you just did on this outing and maybe talk about an example of that parallax and how different people saw the same thing differently?
Okay, so here's my I got 2 pages so far today. Ta-da. So here's page 1 and page 2. So I think these aren't directly germane to what I was just saying, but they do have something to do with I guess directing your attention. This is a warm-up exercise Kate had us do initially. We're like, okay, look down at the ground and just draw what you see for 5 minutes, and look up and draw what you see for 5 minutes. So your attention is being directed to a thing by a person. It's like, look at this.
That wouldn't happen if you were by yourself.
No, you go oh, I want to see something cool. It's like, no, look at that. And then here, where everybody was observing the turkey vulture picking at a carcass, and I was like, well, this is they're kind of in the loop as well. It's like, we have a food chain of the carcass and turkey vulture, and the nature journalist feasting on the spectacle and nourishing themselves emotionally and intellectually. And then I guess you say, I'm outside the group. So I'm a meta observer. I'm kind of feeding on the spectacle of the nature journalist. So in that sense, when people see my recording of that, they can experience being outside themselves.
Nice.
So it is another pair of eyes being brought to bear.
Awesome. Thanks, Mark.
Subdivide it.
Ooh. So what do you like about nature journaling in person meetups in the Bay Area?
Ladybug larva.
Oh, that is exactly what I like. When it's it's not just 2 of my eyes, but it's so many other pair of eyes with so many different kinds of brain looking at the same stuff. It gives, you can just probably exponentially multiply the dimensions of what you can see in nature.
So what did you just hear him say? What are you referring to? What did you?
Mark just yelled out look, hey, look, a ladybug. And so 3 eyes or 3 brains and 3 pair of eyes kind of went there, and now they're thinking about it. So more people are huddling in right now.
Do you ever find that distracting, having all of that stuff happening?
Pleasant distraction, I would say. I think if I wanted focus, I would actually opt to go out by myself at times, so that where I'm by myself. But this is a conscious choice, so this is actually welcomed.
So maybe having a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you show us some of your pages from today's in-person outing?
Yeah, today's in-person outing, sometimes I end up kind of just drawing out quick faces. This is the you might call it, you might have heard the word sacrificial pancake.
Yeah.
Or just getting warmed up.
And you're also capturing the group and the community instead of just nature.
Exactly, which is a big part of just coming out with everyone. And then there was these pair of turkey vultures which were feeding on something. We didn't know what that was. Until Marley actually ended up going into the swamps and trying to take photos of it. So that was fun. And see, that's something I would have not done by myself. I have Marley to go there and take photos of it and kind of then further the exploration. I think that's the point.
Yeah, I love the thing you found with the that geometric stalk. That was so cool.
Yeah, and this is another kind of, I found this stalk pretty damn crazy, and then I took it around, and everyone had different ideas, so it's really fun to just take one idea and take it to everyone, and then see how that transforms between brains. And that's, I think, the fun part about doing it together.
Cool. Thanks, Akshay.
Cool.
So Eli, what do you like, or how do you feel about nature journaling in person meetups?
I love nature journaling in person because I get to be a social butterfly and see all the people that I enjoy spending time with, and get to see all the work that they're doing in person and get inspired in the moment, watching people draw or watching people ask questions, and cluster around something like they're doing right now. They found something in the bushes and everybody ran over there, and it's just all exciting to be around people who are as excited about this as I am.
And how does it feel different to you from, when most of the stuff was online?
I love the online stuff, especially during the pandemic, was just sort of a lifesaver to me. But I have to work now, and a lot of those things happen during the day when I can't go to them. So it's really nice to have an in-person thing on the weekend that I can make it to. But really, it's the social part of it.
Yeah, sort of like what Ivea was
Yeah.
saying. And then, so do you feel like this combines, the in-person nature journaling meetups combines with your personal practice in some way, or just it motivates you in general?
Yeah, it's like a little injection of excitement and juice that's like, oh right, I love doing this and I need to make time for this, because I can get distracted with other stuff.
Cool.
So yeah, I just feel like it refocuses me, and then it also being able to see friends who are motivating me just by watching what they're doing.
Is this the first in-person one you've been to in a while, or have you been to more?
I'm trying to think. Well, we went to that night tide pooling one, which I feel like was
2 years ago, yeah.
And then I feel like I went to one other very small one, but my memory's really foggy right now.
So potentially this is like less than 5 in the last 3 years, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'd go to them every 2 weeks if I could.
Before that.
Yeah.
And before that, you were going to them that frequently, you think?
I would go definitely once a month. I would go to these
once a
big
month.
ones. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Thanks, Eli.
You betcha.
So, what do you like about nature journaling meetups in person like this one?
I usually nature journal at home on my couch by myself. And so it's really fun being out and hearing how everybody else perceives what we're seeing out here. And interacting with all of the life out here in different ways. I think everybody has different skill sets and knowledge. And so they bring that skill set and knowledge to nature journaling, and then also seeing their perspective in their nature journals when we share our nature journals together.
So how many of these in-person ones have you done?
Now I think about 3 or 4.
So
Yeah.
did you just start with these ones that Kate started doing, or have you which other meetups have you been to?
So I think I went to Moth Night in the Halberg Gardens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, was that where we met?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, so that was awesome.
Okay.
And yeah, we all.
That was during the pandemic,
Yeah.
and we were outdoors, and
Yep.
everyone was masked, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great one.
Yeah, and we were all watching the evening primrose open up like fireworks.
Oh yeah.
That was great. And then the night tide pooling.
Oh, okay.
That was awesome.
All right.
And then I've been to the Tilden Botanical Gardens with one of Kate's hostings, and what else? Yeah, I think that and this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Bella.
Yeah.